Alright, hello folks. Remember this old piece of junk? Yep, those were the good old days. But now that we've got a new property, it came actually with a new lawnmower, and that's what this is here. This is a Troy-built 21-inch deck, and it's a 190. So this one, if you don't remember, is a 140. This is like the smallest size, roughly, that you can get, and this is the largest size, a 190. So, I mean, there's some great compare and contrast between these. Now, this one's been giving me some serious engine trouble. I mean, if you don't remember from the original video, it has some bad blow-by and quite a few problems with it. But we're not going to be focusing on this. In today's video, as you probably read by the title, we're going to be jerry-rigging this one up to have a throttle system. Because this one, both of these, neither had a throttle system when I got them. Basically, what that means is they have a governor system, but you can't adjust it. It's on one setting, so when you start it up, it'll just go on to its maximum speed. Basically, it's not its maximum speed, but it's the maximum speed that it is comfortable running at, and that happens to be around 3,600 RPM. So we're going to provide a throttle system which will allow us to bring it all the way down to at idle, and then all the way up to probably past 3,600 a little bit, not to an unsafe level, but just enough. Oh, and by the way, this has an automatic choking system, so it'll basically put the choke on all the time until it builds up enough RPM, and then it'll turn the choke off. Pretty clever. Also, one interesting thing is this is side discharge, which is pretty rare to see. I mean, most lawnmowers just are bagged, but this one has an option for side discharge or a bag. Now, unfortunately, I was taking off the side discharge cover, and the the bolt broke. It was an accident, but now, if I ever want to bag the grass, I have to duct tape the cover back on. But anyways, let's take this cover off and see what kind of throttle linkage we have under here. So there's only two screws holding this cover on. So you can see here, this is the choke linkage. So basically it'll fall to this kind of on position, and then as the air pressure builds up in here from the little fan spinning, as the engine speeds up, it'll push this over here and turn off the choke. Very clever. And then here's our throttle mechanism. So this spring just pulls it to the full throttle position. Then we have a governor linkage back in here that pulls it the other direction to idle, and so they kind of cancel each other out and pull the right amount based on the RPM. It's a really clever system. It's a fun thing to research if you're into mechanical things, the way governors work. It's really interesting. I think I'm just going to take the whole cover off so I can really see what I'm working with. everything is connected to this, which is a pain in the butt, including the oil. Alright, well here's this. Okay, so as you can see, here's the choke mechanism. I'm sorry this is not the easiest to see due to all this craziness, but basically our throttle valve is right here, the throttle butterfly valve. The throttle spring, main spring is here, and then you can see this little rod that comes back through here, and that goes to our governor arm. So the governor arm, it goes horizontal right back here. So this is the kill switch, by the way. This right here is the kill switch. So I took the spring off just for testing purposes. It doesn't really shut off too well now, but you could just, the shut off would be like that position. It has a little brake on it that actually rubs against the flywheel and slows it down quicker. Ooh, dusty. This is all very temporary. I know it's janky, but it's all very temporary. At this point, I'm just messing around trying to figure out a place to hook up the throttle so I can actually get good throttle actuation. Dang. Alright, well that took longer than I expected, but I finally figured out a bit of a solution. So you can see right up here there's this nice linkage where the spring connects to tension the throttle, and what I did is I hooked this paper clip up to it, oddly shaped paper clip, so when you pull this off it'll detach so this can get more slack, then you rehook it right there and that'll bring it basically down to closer to idling speed. I'll start it at the lower speed so you can see that. It's not a very good system since it only really has 2 settings, so in the future I'm probably going to redesign it and make it better, but for now this does work as a kind of economy mode for when you don't need it on full throttle or just aren't going to let it idle for a bit. Ooh, a bunch of super thick grass, that'll be nice. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, well here goes. We're going to be taking on this little guy right here. Well, I'm covered in grass now. But as you can see, that test didn't have to do much with the throttle mechanism, but this thing is quite effective. I mean, that was some tall, thick, it was brown, but took it right down and basically turned it into dust. Can't wait to use this in the summertime, wherein the grass is actually green and stuff and able to cut. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.